choices. But you see these colors right here? You see that radiation right there? That's the colors of your sky. You think your skies don't look like that. That's the colors of your skies now. Your skies are constantly changing colors. When your sky look like they just sprayed all day and just fucking, and you look white, milky, that's because they trying to block that color out, these colors out right here. That's because they trying to block these colors out right here. Because these colors also signify something. The type of solar radiation that's coming down to this planet that we are absorbing. You see that green right there? That gamma radiation right there? You see that green? You see that? That's purple lightning, just so that you know. All the AI, the camera tricks, all that bullshit that people want to kick, that's, nah. All that lies and shit is done. And for all the people now that want to talk about these type of anomalies that's happening more and more frequently, like they trying to normalize this shit now. I do apologize. This was a whole UV chart from, I wanted to get very high. I had the whole chart in the screen. I don't know why it's not. It's all right though. I'm gonna do another video and I'm gonna have the UV chart back there. But just look at the colors. If you go look at a UV chart and you go look at the extreme, very high extreme, just look at that and look at the colors. And look at the colors that's going on in your skies. Look at how the sky look when the sun is rising and how it's set. Don't look at the sun. Look at the sky when the sun is setting and is rising. That's all you got to do. Look at that shit. You see, these people out here are cheering, but they don't understand the unnatural. Those that have animal DNA, this is a problem for you. This is a problem for you. You don't want to admit it, but it's okay. Your scientists, they're fucking scared to death because they don't want to be out in the open. So they gonna come up with some trickery and some foolishness. I already know it. Foolishness. This right here, this is a game changer. And this is happening around the entirety of this motherfucking planet. This is a game changer. You can't stop that from coming in. You can't stop it. So call it what you want. We can sit here and act like it's normal to see the moon and the sun in the sky on a 180-degree angle. We can make it seem like that shit is normal. All we want. We can make it seem like it's normal that we getting all these super moons. I mean, big ass moons with halos around it. We can normalize that shit all we want because Kalab been talking about this shit for years. And it ain't even me. Forget me. This is a collective thing. This is the entire consciousness. We are a part of that. You just don't remember. All these solar flares, all these X flares, these coronal mass ejections, all this shit popping. Airplanes, navigation going out. All this shit, airplanes flying lower. Communication towers going down. No, nothing to see here. You know, it's nothing. The crazy man or the crazy people. Let's just say that. The crazy people. I ain't talking about no war in the heaven. I'm not talking about nothing externally. Everything right here is in your fucking mind. Heaven is right here and hell is your fucking heels. Period. We ain't talking about none of that shit out there. This is for you to see what's happening internally. This is what you call beacons of light. Now you pick up on a frequency or you don't. That's your choice. Nobody's making you do this. This is what I've been trying to tell people since the beginning, ever since I've been speaking on these videos and coming into my memory. It's your choice. You can sit there and believe that we're the only species in what you see on the fucking planet. Fine. That's okay. You can believe that you're human. Fine. That's okay. You can believe that there is a God out there and a devil in the sky, in the ground that's causing mischief. That's okay. Got you. You can believe all that shit. Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, you understand? The clock, the calendar. You can believe that the money's real. You can believe that shit. You can believe that you stunting on a motherfucker because you got your master's degrees. your master's money, your former abusers. You can stunt. Hey, you should feel embarrassed. I want you to the motherfuckers that call themselves scholars and know and see the forest beyond the trees. You should be embarrassed to be manipulating your motherfucking people and to getting money out of them. You should be fucking embarrassed. I swear you should be embarrassed. You taking advantage of children, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? You taking advantage of children. You the motherfucker talking to the higher dimensional beings and motherfuckers believe in you. Nigga, this sci-fi. Nigga, you Netflix to me. Let me watch this shit here. What the fuck? You should feel embarrassed to be sitting there talking about, I got this, that, and the third. I got this property. I got this business. I got this car. You should feel fucking embarrassed. I'm being honest with you. There is no race of people that suffer from the success from this world more than so-called black people. What the fuck's wrong with you? You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm telling you that. You know what I mean? Nobody could ever walk in a room and use one of their degrees or the career that they have to try to belittle me. You out your French toast mind. Or my people. You crazy. That's why let me explain something to you. This is why people are mad. I want you to understand this. Because see, children never required to video games, the newest sneakers, Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, LeBron James. They didn't require none of that. They required our attention, our love, our value, our wisdom. Not what we was indoctrinated with, but what we were born with. That's what they required. And you mean to tell me that you that so far of yourself that you can't see the abuse. This abuse that's taking place with us is worse than the fucking chain and the whip. It's worse than the gun. How you fucking eating cocaine? How you eating a drug worse than cocaine? On a regular. You eating a drug worse than cocaine on a regular. Sugar. You drinking the shit. You eating the shit. And we give it to our children like it ain't nothing. And we expect for them to be great. The Matrix don't exist without you. We are the Matrix. So when people like the Matrix is external. No, the Matrix is internal. That's what Morpheus was teaching Neo. It was internal. That's why Morpheus looked like neuromelanin, black. Neo looked like what? A brain. He pink. White and gray matter. He was telling you that they were showing you it's about the mind. We are the Matrix. We are the creators of the Matrix. They showed you that when they took us, when Neo got free and he had to go through that tunnel of water. He fell down in the water because he was being reborn. That was being reborn. He was coming through the woman's vaginal area. He was reborn into water. But while he was there, he looked over and he saw so many other brothers and sisters laying in there in a cocoon, sleep. They were asleep. And he took the red pill to wake up and saw this shit. They got millions upon millions of us sleep, generating energy for their world. That's why they don't give a fuck if the sky go black. They don't need the sun. They got the sun walking in the flesh. Why you think they don't give a fuck about spraying the skies and blocking out the sun? They got us, miniature suns, walking in the flesh. But you don't want to hear that. Because we living wrong. And to sit there and talk about your wisdom. To talk about the knowledge that you have. And not even be concerned with the fact that 400,000+ children go missing from America. And we the number one spending in fucking defense. Are you out your mind? We spend more money in defense than any other fucking nations, than countries combined. But we the number one in children abductions that's going missing. Over 400,000. That shit don't bother you as a fucking angelic, benevolent being? That you want to argue back and forth if the earth flat around when these motherfuckers can't even explain 46 chromosomes, 19 to 20,000 genes, and all we fucking doing is driving a square car in a square box, flying a fucking airplane. We not even flying it. We just taking it off and landing. It's flying itself with navigation. That's all the fuck we doing, riding bikes, playing football. That's all we can do. And then we master their system, which is nothing but takers. See, they take from each other, but they make sure each other is on top and take from you more. So we master their system. And then we look down on our brothers and sisters that can't swim like the sharks because we really dolphins. What the fuck is going on? That don't make sense. So you can call me crazy, call me off my rocker. This right here is a game changer. These motherfucking colors mean something. Purple lightning, this means something. This is light. This is for real. Ain't no going back. Ain't no going back to the motherfucking good old country white days. Good old white boy days. The Deuce of Hazards. Ain't no going back to that. Sitting on your porch, sipping lemonade from a nigger. It's no more none of that. It's none of that. You had your run. You had your chance. And everybody that got animal DNA that look at me as a problem rather than looking at themselves as a solution, you're the fucking problem. You're the problem. Facts. You're the fucking problem. Because you love money. You love your individual lifestyle. You like to talk about a good life for our people while you live a good one. See what I'm saying? Same shit these white folks do. We want the best for you, we want the best for you, black people. But got you living in these type of conditions. Like this shit not socially engineered. Like this shit ain't scientifically being done. Who the fuck, this shit ain't, bruh, this shit is primitive. And it took a kid from fucking North Philly that ain't even go to college and hated high school and hated school period to sit back and I was trying to read the books that y'all was reading. Black people in America before Columbus, the Nile River, black man and black woman was here first. I tried to read that shit. That shit was not feeding my soul. That shit was feeding the ego. That shit was feeding the child in me. That's what that shit was feeding. When I started to read anatomy, my eye opened up and I gained empathy for the motherfucker that abused me. See, I gained empathy for that little motherfucker now. See, that's why y'all think I hate him, but they know I don't hate him. They want to keep telling you in the comments or make certain comments about Kalai he racist, he hatred, but they know I don't hate them. They know I got empathy for them. I'm embarrassed about my people, myself and my people, and I got empathy for them, but not enough empathy to relinquish who the fuck I am for their comfort. See, that's why they want to keep screaming he has hatred. No, this is a genetic thing. Nigga, you are surprising, amazing, spectacular, and fucking unique. To be honest with you. And you got some superpowers. Because how they put all that shit together to make you is quite astonishing. Fuck is you talking about? That's a fact. So you want to make me out to hate you because I see you struggling with the simple fact that you got me in the clutches, or not me per se, but my whole entire majority of my species. You got us right where you want us and you still ain't fucking comfortable. You knew this day was coming. Knock, 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 knock at your door. You ignored the knocks. You ignored the signs and the signals that was given to you and played dumb and retarded. And it's okay. I rock with you. I know that brain can only function to a certain level of intellect. But but your counterparts that are in positions of power, that they claim they got knowledge, like your medical team, every last one of them, I don't show any empathy to. Not one. Why they don't speak up and tell the truth about who they are and who we are? Why they don't speak up? Even if they say, you know what? We don't know if these motherfuckers are we don't know if they outer stellar beings that can travel to Mars or whatever the case may be. We just know that we not them and they not us. We got two different creators. Why they couldn't do that? Why they can't, even if there is a God, as a Caucasian man, a Caucasian, as a pink-skinned species that did not come in here with the phallus of the so-called black man or the vaginal area of the black woman, that I was just genetically modified, and my parents, since the root of my existence, they all been the same, I would have a problem with God. And I said this to y'all plenty of times before. Why would you create me on a planet that's not even conducive to my existence? It's against my very life. No matter how much they try to remind us in their racism, fake superiority way through manipulation with the television, money, gaming. You understand? No matter how much they try to manipulate us to say that we're not the most beautiful, the most amazing, the most spectacular species that they have ever came across. The sun reminds them of that every fucking day. Every day. The sun reminds them of that. Every day. So you can get mad at me all you want. Continue to call me racist. Not a problem. Call me hatred. You can do whatever you want. You see this shit right here? This is increasing exponentially. Exponentially. That ozone layer is being peeled back quick and fast in a hurry. And you're going to have to deal with this smoke right here. You're going to have to deal with these particles right here. Absolutely. Every last one of us. It shouldn't be not one organic species that walk the face of this fucking planet should be in the house with the solar radiation coming out like this right now. They want you in the house. They don't want you outside with that. They don't want you outside with that right there. Oh no, please don't go outside. They being unlocked all type of ways because we was never supposed to be locked up in the first place. See, we think we were in prison, but we ain't in prison. And that's what the universe is showing the entities that here. You thought you got them to believe that they are in prison and it's only one way out of your prison. No, it's not. They built their own prison and they gonna tear it down with wisdom. With wisdom. So I don't knock you. I don't knock anybody for what you do and how you go about the next several months, several years. You know what I mean? Couple years that the social media platforms are going to be up here. The power is going to be on. I don't knock what direction you going in. But remember when I always told you, the sun genetics in our children, this is what it's coming down to. Absolutely. Regardless if you want to fight about if two fucking if fucking spaghetti and zucchini is fucking fighting in space. Regardless if you want to talk about, you want to make stories up like that. The bottom line is this right here is not stopping. It's only going to increase, especially after this winter solstice. This is going to increase 10 times fold. This is our home, one of many. They made you believe you die, so that way that they can install the rest of their programs inside of you. Fear. They made you believe. This is nothing but a fucking, This is a stop for us. But it's our rightful place. And there's nowhere in the world that nobody should have you going against yourself. But this also was a school. So I understand. You have to understand this shit. This was a school. This was a test. This was the most magnificent test, too. This was a magnificent test. And the ones that are failing it, they are failing it even more harshly now. Because it's everything just unfolding right in front of their faces. Everything. Like, damn. This shit's crazy. This shit is happening. The government's really talking about this shit now. Yeah. Or why they hiding this? Yeah. You know what? I'm looking at the genes, and you know what? I don't think we got all them chromosomes either. Yeah. It's a theory. It's not facts. That shit's not facts. Straight up. Y'all better understand when they talking about these when I use these anatomy books, majority of the information is about their anatomy. But they have to put your anatomy in there. They're just not going to go deep into your anatomy. They're not going to go deep. They're going to go deep enough so they can try to explain the complex cell. That's why you have to grab different books. You have to read from different doctors, different geneticists, different biologists. You have to read. But it's like I said, it's totally sad. And then I see the ones now that are making videos about the halos around the sun. How long I've been showing you them big ass halos around the sun? How many years I just sit there and I look at it and I'm like, yo, they really serious. But everybody that want to play the game with your people, I want you to know something. Forget what I'm saying. You got some shit coming your motherfucking way. I'm telling you, you got to be straight the fuck up when you talking to your people. It shouldn't be nothing involved in that other than you are sick and tired of the way that we are living individually and collectively. And I want the true best for our people. And the best thing for our people is knowledge of self. It ain't me buying you a car. It ain't me buying you a fucking house. It ain't me paying for a vacation. It ain't none of that shit. The best gift you could ever give someone is knowledge of self. The best gift you can ever give someone. You know how I felt when I was ignorant of who I am? At the same time, I can still go shopping. I can still have one of the latest gear on, the name brand shit. All this shit, the whole nine. Only happy for a moment. And then I gain knowledge of self. And then I'm like, why the fuck did I need all of that fake ass knowledge? Which was not even knowledge. It was indoctrination. Why did I need that? Why would I relinquish this beauty of knowing who I am and my amazing fucking home and my beautiful people? Why would I relinquish that for a driver's license? And I'm not trying, I have a driver's license. But what I'm saying by that, why would I put the value of my driver's license or a car or some materialistic shit over my people? That don't even make any sense. Why the fuck would I do that? See, I will tell you one thing. Social media, there's a choice of what you want to listen to, who you want to listen to, you know, what information you choose to search up, look up. You have a choice, right? But there is a time that's coming that your choices are going to be limited because this is what's happening. Too many choices equal fucked up, wrong decisions. Regardless if you want to face that fact, regardless if you want to be realistic about it or not, too many choices are equaling to fucked up decisions. We have too many choices in our lives. Do you want water? Do you want fucking soda water, juice water? Do you want soda? Do you want juice? Do you want sugar water? I mean, it's too many fucking choices. Too many choices. And the universe is getting ready to narrow these choices down. Believe me, you, when I tell you. And it's okay for you not to accept it. Look up the information for yourself. Do your own independent research. If people think, the small-minded people are going to say or think that when I speak about the sun and how it's taking its, or how it's having its effect on all living organisms on this planet, right? People want to say, Khalid, you want white people to burn up in the sun right away. You want white people to die in the sun. The sun is going to kill them. The sun is trying to heal them. In the process of them trying to be healed by the sun, they may experience death. It's okay. But let me just say this to you. It's a process that's taking place. And the universe wants you to know the truth. And you make the decision on how you want to live next after the entire truth come out and nobody can deny it. That's the problem right there. See, that's the issue with them, not with us. It's only a few of us that don't want their truth to come out because they know how devastating it is in the part that they played side by side with the unnatural species. See? They know it. This shit ain't about money. This shit ain't about who has the biggest home. This shit ain't about who got the baddest car or who has the most baddest woman or the most handsomest man. This shit ain't about that. This shit is about a gene thing. It's a genetic thing. It's a black magic thing. It's a neuromelon thing. It's a manifestation thing to bring physical reality. That's what this shit is about. That's why it goes back to genes, goes back to neurology, it goes back to chemistry, it goes back to biology. We are the ones that can manifest physical reality by what we speak and what we think. We want to see it. So to sit there and honestly say to yourself that we as a people need better schooling, we need better police officers, we need a better government. We don't need none of that shit. Not from them and from nobody else for that matter at all. We already have a government. And it's the universe. As above, so below. As without, so within. Look at the planets. Female planet, sun. Masculine sun. Look at nature. Females is the matriarch of nature. She runs nature. Look at your fruits and vegetables. Females, not saying the male don't play a role, because that's why everybody wants the sun every day. Women love the sun. But the sun gives her energy so she can provide the most powerful, potent nutrients for all living life. So you can look around. This shit ain't about some power move. As far as somebody wants to be in power, someone to be a king, someone to be, man, fuck that. I'm a king of myself. I don't want to be a king or a ruler or nobody else. I'm a king of myself. That's me. I'm a divine being to myself. And I hope that my actions helps someone or my actions not just help someone, but help all life be able to get to the next sunrise with my actions. That's what I am. I don't want to cause nothing, any harm to myself that will have a ripple effect throughout the entirety of the universe. That's a fact. So I would tell you, like, understand and understand who you truly are. Understand and understand how the simple fact that this is all made the French toast up. It's physical, but it's made up. So just think about this. We made the television, the cell phone, and everything. We made all this shit, right? Think about one thing. What if our minds was connected to the entirety of the cosmos like it should be? And we manifested other things. We would have flying cars by now. We would be having all types of shit that they couldn't even begin to fathom. But they couldn't keep up with us. So this is what you must understand. And we don't teach our children this. We don't tell our children after they did some of the most horrific shit to us, right? They so-called let us go. And they wanted to run the world and do their own thing. And we was going to do our thing over here. And they was going to leave us alone. And we was going to leave them alone. And you know what they did, children? Because we came right out of slavery. We couldn't read. We could read, but we couldn't read their shit. English and all that bullshit. We couldn't read. We couldn't do their math. We couldn't do none of that stuff that they were doing. And we took off. Our communities took off. You know what they did? Our communities took off so fucking good. They came back. They came to our communities, burnt them down, killed women and children, and slaughtered men. That's what they did. After they done abused us in so many years and just said, okay, y'all slaves, y'all free, go on about your business. We said, okay, fuck it. We're going to go on about our business. We'll figure it out and build a whole fucking town up that was 10 times greater than theirs. And they came by and they slaughtered us. Now think about that. See, we don't tell our children that. See, as long as you continue to make yourself believe that you can't survive without a species that knows that it can't survive without you, you losing. That's their very job, is to make you believe that you cannot survive without them. See, we're not saying that we can't survive without each other. See, if we said that to each other, just think about where we would be. Oh, I can't survive without my brother. I can't survive without my sister. I can't survive without my mother, my grandmother being healthy. My father, my grandfather being healthy. I can't survive without that. See, if we had that same feeling with each other, things would instantly change. But we have a feeling about them that we don't even reside that feeling with one another. So again, it is what it, somebody said they can't. If you can, okay. I don't know if you can. You might not be able to hear me, but I'm quite sure people can hear me. So yes. So that's the one major trick that they got on you, that you can't survive without them. And this is why we have our own people using their system to do the same very shit that they're doing to us. That's it. That's why we look just like them. So I value you all. I appreciate you all. But for the people out there that's talking about the sundown and the halos and all the crafts that's moving across the sky, keep on talking about that shit. But bring truth with it all. Bring all the way truth with it. Because this debunks God, Yahshua, Yahweh, the Most High. This debunks all that shit right there. And there's no powerful genes on this fucking planet other than the so-called black woman. And then she give birth to her black sons, her so-called black sons. That's it. So call it what you want. And for the guys, for the males out here to be talking about, be trying to debunk the black woman is God, that's because you're talking to people that's not dealing with science. You're talking to people that's not dealing with genetics and biology. Point blank and simple. So you and all those guys, you can gladly look up a video by Dr. Dilbert Blair. Let me just give you this. I didn't even talk about myself. You can look up the video. It's called Dr. Dilbert Blair. His name is Dr. Dilbert Blair. Black woman is God. Just look at those. They are all genetic, scientifically, genetically. That's what we dealing with. So for all you male guys out here that be talking about, man, the woman can't give birth without a man. She can't do this without a man. She can't do that. Okay. Not a fucking problem. Cool. Yeah, his name, there you go. Dilbert Blair. Dr. Dilbert Blair, Black Woman is God. Just look at the video. Women, within the first 15, 20 minutes, grab a pen and paper. Write the shit down. He's going to be talking about your certain organs, reproduction organs. Write the shit down. And I value, I appreciate you all. Y'all all have an amazing, supreme, cosmic rest of y'all day. They can't do nothing about this, though, my people. Abundance.